Yeah, big welcome to all of the zodiac signs, but particularly a big welcome to you, my dear Scorpio. The decision to open the readings to all the signs came from my New Year experience on the 1st of January. I had a moment with Sagittarius. And Sagittarius reading was so strong, telling me that this is actually also my reading. And I realized there are no others. I realized that we all feel when the sun is moving into Aquarius, the star that is falling down, the star that is coming down. We all feel that. We all are influenced right now by the sun in Aquarius. We all feel that the moon is in Scorpio. But of course you particularly feel it because it is your energy, it is your sign. Now, we want to transcend even our zodiac sign. We want to release anything that holds us here on planet Earth. We want to liberate ourselves. We are all elements. We are not just water. We are fire as well. We have earth in us. We have air in us. And we have space in us. And each reading is a message for me as well. And I realized, okay, so I want to include the other signs. I want to speak like it's for you, Scorpio, but I also want to speak like it is for all of us. The combination here is that the sun, this beautiful star, because the sun is a star, has now the star card, the hope. The sun is our hope. The sun is the one that brings us the warmth and the light. And now the days are getting lighter, and that's what the hope is of Aquarius. Here we see the transformation that we can go through when we allow ourselves to dive into this hope, to dive into the light, a power to be a star yourself. And the transformation that comes from that awareness is that you leave many things behind you that don't work for you anymore. And death comes, and death is for me more a death of the mind. Here's the phoenix that's coming out of its ashes. It's coming out of the subconscious. Noon is the word for Scorpio. And you are deep and mysterious. You are someone that has lots of emotions, lots of feelings, because you're in the center of the ocean. You're not at the shore. You're not at a river like Pisces. And Cancer is at the shore. You are in the center of the oceans. You are deep, deep feelings. And they can transform us. Those kind of emotions, they can really let go of a few people that we used to be. If your date is between, your birth date is between October 13 and November 12, you are the classical King of Cups, the one that is in the middle of the ocean. You are emotional, you are feeling the feelings of the people closest to you, your family members. And you're sitting here and you feel emotional, and sometimes those emotions can get to you. So look in the description below. There I have all the other dates for all the other court cards. So the combination that is playing today is two fixed signs coming together. And when two fixed signs come together, that can be intense because each one stays with what they feel is their right or their understanding of what they see. Aquarius is all about purpose. Aquarius is the 11th house. Aquarius is about friendship. And you are the 8th house. You are the reincarnation. And the reincarnation is something that we have to understand on a deeper level, because the thinking that we have another life is something that we have to believe in. Do you believe in that? If you don't believe or don't think that that's something that exists, then you will not be affected by that. So you are all about connections. You are all about connecting with others on a touching, on a feeling, right? You want to be close to people. You want to feel people. And that can be a little bit strange. Aquarius and Scorpio don't really have that kind of, let's say, same perspective. Now, I picked a card from the native Indians, the medicine woman, and I only have the cards here in German, but it doesn't matter because the card itself, the visual is clear, and the King of Swords came up. And the King of Swords is called the completion of the arrow. And she is a master in telling stories. So this woman came before and your card came after. So there is a person that is an Aquarius influencing you, but you're looking away. There is no conversation happening. She is looking this way and sharing her story to this child, and you are looking this way. You not really having a contact with this person. There is something that you feel, there's no conversation, like I said, right? When there's no conversation, then either you both have nothing to say to each other, or there's no interest. There's not really an interest here. Then after that comes this card. And here you look at these two horses coming at you. It's almost like it's a race that is passing in front of you and you're watching. Now there's a little ocean, there's a little water here connecting with the ocean that you are sitting on. So you're quite emotional sitting here and watching how these two run by, pass by. And I want you to look at the card and see what comes up for you when you look at it. How does it feel to see this card? The word is contest. Be yourself fully, and you are without compare a true winner of the only contest that matters. The number 74, which is an 11, which is a portal. And you're the 11th month. So there is 1111. There is something coming to you, speaking to you about a portal that maybe happened in November 11. Shifting you, changing you. And now you realize that maybe here with this Aquarian energy that is coming down and speaking to you as well, you start realizing there are no contests, right? There is no comparing. You cannot compare yourself with this personality. It's a completely different energy. And nevertheless, we want to transcend that. We don't want to be prisoner of, well, this is cold and air and a storyteller, and this is all emotional and a personality that doesn't understand so much this kind of energy. So you're comparing and you're turning yourself away from that person. And then you start realizing, wait a minute, this is not a contest. A contest is where I compare myself with others, and you always lose when you compare yourself with others. It's not going to work. So the only compare that you can do is with who you are, who you want to be. And a true winner of the only contest that matters is then you. Right? If you win because for others, then yeah. Then, I leave this one here, comes the 5 of inspiration, the Muse Tarot. And here we see how each of these personalities has created a form that holds air, a form that holds the sky, a form that holds a window into the sky. This one holds one here, this one has a window here, this one has a window right here. There's sexual energy, because that's what the creative spark is of 5 of Wands, is that this competition of finding the right way to climb and to, again, there's a competition as well. There's a competition of who has the best creative idea of how to create a window into the sky. So I see that there is something going on where you compare yourself, where you think you have to win. Maybe you have that with an Aquarian energy that you kind of not understand. Because the window, the air, to see the air, we don't see the air, we don't see, right? But we see that there's something moving. We see that there's something moving. And this is what air is. Air is elusive. Air cannot be touched. Still there is a movement. And the movement comes from fire. The movement comes from action. The movement comes from thinking, I want to move forward. Then you got, I'm going to put these down, 2 animals. And you got the phoenix. The phoenix that I decided to paint for you, big, where you're rising out of it when you do this position, which is an intense position. The Scorpio pose is a master position. Not anyone can do it. Not anyone can let go of their thinking and put their feet above their head. And that's confirming to me that this is right, that this is now your moment to rise out of your own ashes, to rise out of the old, to rise out of this kind of thinking, of contest, of thinking that you have to win, of thinking that your invention is better than the other inventions. And out of that comes the wolf. So let's look into the words that describe the phoenix. The phoenix is the first chakra of the spirit animals. There's only 7. So here you are forced or faced with the first chakra. And here it says freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. So you are awakening. Then we have the wolf, is an earth animal. guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. When in balance, reliable, democratic and fearless. So I think that is coming to you, this mission that you are maybe now a guardian of your own family, of your own tribe, and you really love that. You love being connected, and there is a shift, there is a transformation happening, and that you realize you don't want to be in this contest anymore. You don't want to win anymore. You want to be, you want to arrive. You don't want to be the one that does the best window. You realize that, and you realize out of that comes then the phoenix. And that phoenix is shifting you. That phoenix is, because you're behaving differently, because you're not allowing yourself to be pulled into a contest, that's why you are rising out of it and becoming stronger. It's almost like you're getting a lesson here, a lesson of letting go, a lesson of diving into this earth material energy, because this chakra says, the ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Muladhara, or our root. The ascent of the phoenix rising begins here, and as the entanglement of karma is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center. Again and again it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. And this is earth, so the first chakra, and then here an earth animal. It's almost like you're transforming yourself into a wolf, into the leader of a pack. And if you ever have watched how wolves behave, they are loyal, they're beautiful. When you see them running, it's the elders are in the front, it's not the young ones, because the elders are the ones who give the pace, and the women are in the middle and the young ones are behind as a protection. It's very beautiful to watch when you think about how these animals are creating a community where everybody has their place. And I think this is what is speaking to you. You know your place and give the place to others. Because then comes the snow. Then you will see this combination is you are resting deeper within you. You are resting here in the mountains in a clarity that is giving you all you need to restore your faith, restore the star connection. Even though this star Aquarian personality is, right, you're not having such a moment, you're not having really a connection. Still, this is coming down, the star, the light, it's getting lighter and lighter, and now it's actually, February is going to be the winter time. The deeper winter time that is now speaking to you. And in that winter we sometimes go into a hibernation, we go into a sleep, we go into a rest. And the rest of it, as you resting, because you have here inside of you, if you sleep in here, you start leaving a certain Aquarian energy again, a walking away. You do not want a walking away to, this is a Capricorn, this is the devil, this is a certain attachment. It's almost like in your rest, you need to rest from energies that make you feel not comfortable, make you emotionally overwhelmed, because that's what your energy is. You are the ocean. You are feeling these feelings of certain people. And here there's Jupiter in Aquarius, and here's a Capricorn. And there has happened something, and you need to rest. After that comes the Magician and the Page of Swords. A younger generation that restores your faith, or a younger generation with whom you connecting, and a younger generation with whom you creating a new magic time, because that's what the Magician does. We create magic times. We create times with ideas. We create times with this younger generation of walking past the sword. And the last card that comes here is that then all is connected, so that whatever happened up here, right? So this is a true Aquarian energy, and this is also Aquarian energy, but it's also a Libra or a Gemini. The pages don't have a specific zodiac sign. The pages are all 3 air signs. But you have here an Aquarius, and the Sun is in Aquarius right now. So something shifts here. Something is saying, well, maybe I have to realize, and then you realize all is connected, and that even a person that has pushed your buttons, and even a person that is calling you a little bit into a responsibility, into the earthiness, because I mean, this is an earth sign, right? This is a strong earth sign. Capricorn is the goat, it climbs high. So you are challenged to look at that, but you are, because of the wolf, because you are transforming, you are becoming stronger. You can face this Capricorn. You can face it. I'm going to put it here because he came first. You can face it if you go into this kind of energy, if you go into this power animal. Because then you become more earth and not so emotional, not so water. And then you can face it, and then you can actually create and manifest and connect with all there is. So now I want to see what is underneath the deck of the 5 of Inspiration. The 10 of Inspiration. Okay, so you learning that every invention in the end is something that brings you forward, then it goes into production. And the 10 of Wands is something where we feel we have overcome, we're starting a new round, a 1 and a 0. And a 1 and a 0 is saying, yes, you have realized something here and you're letting go. You worked a lot. You made your money. You created something, right? This is action. This is fire. This is really fire, and that's why the Phoenix is here. The fire is within you. You created something strong. And now, but you realize you need to let go. You need to shift the way you're working. And what's underneath all the other, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is also an earth energy, right? So we had these two. You're sneaking away, and there is the Capricornian energy. And again, there is another earth energy. This is Taurus. So you have a Capricorn and a Taurus. And here's an Aquarian energy that's making you sneak away, right? You want to rest. you don't want to face certain things, but nevertheless you gotta face it. But sometimes you come towards this personality a little bit like you feel like you're sneaky. And interesting enough, then after that, he also has a hoodie on, the magician, and the new ideas that are coming. But you will find the ladder back up. You will find that inspiration. You will find that all is connected, and that everything is going to be well. You are going to shift profoundly because you realize you don't want to be in this contest anymore. You realize you matter. You realize you matter. You realize you also need to rest. And this is the winter sleep. And of course, once in a while we have to come out of that sleep and face certain situations, but you will face them. The magician is here. The young generation is here. The all is connected is here. And then the spiritual ladder, it's a good thing to understand the spiritual ladder, because then you can also come back down, because the phoenix is coming down, and then you can go back again, and you can come down again. So you are awakening. You are awakening. I think this is what it is. You're awakening. You worked hard, right? You really, you know what you're doing. You know that your production, your actions are strong, and you're working on going further, and at the same time letting go. At the same time you realize this fire is within you, but this fire is bringing out a wolf, a leader. You are a leader. Never forget that you are a leader, and you can handle this because you have the magician. And you arrive then in that all is connected, and here you sit and you realize, what was I thinking? And then you can laugh and you can enjoy, and then you can be. Wow. Very beautiful, right? This transformation is coming because the phoenix is here. The transformation is coming to you. You're transforming, you are shifting on an emotional, on a basic level, on all 5 levels. That's, for me, the phoenix rising. The phoenix is coming out of all of these emotions, and you have the fish, you have the subconscious here, the water element. So allow this feeling to transform you. Allow to not give up hope. Allow that this energy is still influencing you. It's there, it's behind. And these are the Aquarian energies. These are Aquarius people. Different than you, but good. And never compare yourself. Never ever. Right? Know that your invention is good. Know that you transforming, even in your career, even in your work, you're transforming into a leader. You are a leader. But once in a while you need to take a rest. You need to take a sleep, a deep sleep. You need to rest so that you can digest all these kind of energies that, as you can see, but you will come out strong. You will come out connected to such an extent that you know, yep, I keep going up again and again. So I hope I see you once in a while in another reading, in a reading that has maybe not the moon in your sign, because, like I said, it's maybe the title that's speaking to you, or maybe it's a picture that's speaking to you, and you just feel like, or you feel like having a message for a day where you feel very emotional, or you want to check what's going on, and you have a look in another reading. If not, I see you when the sun is going into Pisces and the moon again in your sign. Until then, I thank you so much for watching. Namaste.